Welcome to Wine Wanderings. Today I have Tim Gaiser with me, who has just written a book called Strong Water. And one of the more entertaining and informative chapters I found was on champagne and cork velocity, Tim. So
Hmm.
tell us about cork velocity and your experiences there.
Right, right. Well, most people don't know that a bottle of sparkling wine, like champagne, is anywhere between 70 pounds per square inch and 120 pounds per square inch, which is that's more pressure than it's in a car tire, right? So to us who open sparkling wine all the time in a restaurant, safety is the big deal. And to most consumers, they don't really think about it. The chapter in the book talks about a professional cyclist, a guy from Africa, and he was racing in the Giro d'Italia, which is it's like the Italian version of the Tour de France. And he happened to win the stage one day, and the sponsors handed him a bottle of Prosecco, which he, of course, shook up to celebrate. And then, of course, he took the cage off and lost the cork, and it hit him right in the left eye. And he almost lost his left eye. In fact, he was out of the race. That was it. In fact, they were worried about brain damage, et cetera. So that's just a good example of what happens all the time, is that people aren't mindful when they open a bottle of sparkling wine or champagne, because the cork literally leaves the bottle at about 25 miles an hour, but that's not the thing. The thing is the air that surrounds it that's been compressed in the bottle itself. It's been measured, and it actually leaves the bottle at over 1,500 miles a second, which is like twice the speed of sound. So all of that is to say, once again, you need to be really careful when you open a bottle of sparkling wine. And at the very least, don't point it at somebody, and certainly don't point it at yourself. And if anything, before you, don't take the cage off, and keep your hand over the top and loosen it, and then very gently and gradually work the cork out, you know? So that's just safety. It's what you want to do. Now, that said, there's certainly a whole school of people who love to savor bottles of champagne. So I'm not a proponent. Don't think it's a good idea. It's like chasing parked cars to me. Something bad is going to happen eventually, right? But I have colleagues who do it, but you're just betting on the structural integrity of the bottle being sound. And the one time out of 1,000, when it's not, the bottle explodes, and it can be dangerous.
Yes, I actually have sabered for several charity events and I don't
Okay.
do it much anymore because of that happening. But
Yeah.
it looks dramatic. People seem to enjoy it, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend it either. So
Yeah.
thank you for educating all of us on cork velocity. It's
Oh,
really
my pleasure.
important. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've exploded a light bulb before doing that and learned that way before I was studying wine, and not a good thing to happen in your kitchen.
No, you're right.
Thank you for joining us on Wine Wanderings, Tim.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.